You can support this show at patreon.com/ASA podcasting. Hello, welcome back. Skyrim Addict podcast. Michael and just Ray and I tonight so far.
Hello.
It's been a little bit, apparently. I didn't realize that. I was like, wow, it's April. Or no, tomorrow's April technically, but
yeah, but we're just getting a jump on April Fools.
That's it. Yeah, surprise. February goes too fast, and then March April's actually full of travel, which is why I wanted to kind of hop on before that. Also, I retired from Skyrim during that time, apparently. I was playing a lot prior to that. So I think the last time we had recorded, you were loading up Septimus.
Yeah, because I was... I hadn't been in California too long at that point.
It was right before you were about to take the road trip home.
Okay.
Was the last time we recorded.
Yeah, so I wonder if it was the time... Had I had my car accident yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So I didn't actually leave when I expected to.
Oh, okay.
Because... it was, I think maybe the 8th of February, I think it was. I was at a stop sign at an intersection. My dad and I were in the car, and somebody flew around a corner and was going too fast, couldn't make it, slammed into the side of my Highlander, and ended up totaling the car.
Oh, God.
So fortunately, the police gave us a ride back to my dad's house. So we, spent the rest of the time driving around in his car. So, and I had fun, I'd come popping into the kitchen. Dad, can I borrow the car?
Just like the old days.
Yeah. And, which was kind of funny because the entire time that I lived with my dad, because my parents had divorced when I was very young, but when I went to live with him, I had my own car, so I never had to ask him to borrow the car.
To ask for a car. You finally got that experience much later.
I finally got to do that. So, and then of course, I was there for another few weeks after that, so I was able to really, drive that one into the ground.
Yeah, because I think it was end of January or something last time we recorded.
Yeah,
and you were about ready to drive back.
Because I was set to leave the following Monday. But plans changed. So I ended up I was there for another 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't get home until early March.
Oh, yeah, that's much later. Yeah.
So, but, that just meant I had more time because the only thing I had going on my laptop at my dad's was the Skyrim with Septimus and No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah.
And so I definitely got a lot more Septimus in at that point.
What did you think of Septimus? I
like it. It's it's not a super heavy duty mod pack. I think it's just a little over 2,000 mods, definitely short of 3,000. And it's got Legend of the Dragonborn. It's got the Beyond Skyrim stuff. There's quite a bit to it that gives you plenty to do. Since I've been home, I was chomping at the bit, wanting to get to my main computer so that I could play the Genesis mod on Starfield.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
which
yeah. You were talking about
converts it
that.
to Star Wars.
Yep.
And so the thing was that, even though my gaming hard drive that just has my game stuff on it is 2 terabytes, I couldn't have Nulvis, which was what I had installed,
Oh, yeah.
and still install Genesis,
Mm.
because the two of them together were about um, they were about a terabyte.
Oh, real? Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think Nulvis was 600 gig, and
Hmm.
Genesis was about 500 gig.
Mm.
And so I had to pull off Nulvis, and so I was looking for something lighter weight. And so one of the YouTube channels I follow is Soft Gaming,
Hmm.
and he put together a Wabbajack list
Oh, okay.
for his favorite mods. He focuses mainly um, on the way things look, and on tweaking gameplay to make it more modern.
Gotcha.
Um, and so it's a much lighter mod pack. It was just over 1,000 mods, and it really does look spectacular. Um, and it's been fun to play around with. It uses the what's it called? It's the alternate start, Unbound.
Oh, the Unbound. Okay, Unbound. Yeah.
And so that's always fun to play around with. You get some weird weird options
Yeah.
for doing stuff in Unbound. Like you can I turned off dragons, so
Oh, okay.
so I left dragons only at the word walls.
Okay, so no random
Yeah, so
encounters. Just
no,
yeah.
no wiping out cities.
Yeah, yeah.
And since it doesn't have Legend of the Dragonborn, I didn't need to collect all the city armor, so I didn't need the dragons to kill guards for me,
Yeah, that's always
like I
helpful,
normally do.
actually. That is actually helpful in that part of Legacy, yeah.
It keeps your crime stats down.
It does, and, yeah, it helps.
Yeah. So, but I've been playing around with that. It's a lot of fun. Um I haven't spent a ton of time in it because really Genesis has taken up most of my game time.
Yeah, yeah, how's that been as an overhaul for
Oh,
Starfield?
it's great. It adds a ton of story.
Mhm.
It does all kinds of strange things with the game, but most notably, it just it gives you so you've got faction quests that go beyond what Starfield has.
Oh, wow.
And so that's been fun to play around with. And it's a work in progress thing too. He's constantly adding, as he gets new story stuff put together. He gets it cranked
Adding
out.
into it.
So that's been fun. But I've been through all of the different faction quests. Really until so the timing I think is going to work out good, because next week, from the time we're recording this, um, there'll be a new update out for Starfield.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Oh, that's the one they've kind of been teasing for a while,
yeah,
right?
the TerraNaut Armada DLC, and then also it's called Free Lanes. I think it's a change to space interaction.
Mhm.
Um, so it'll be a good time to have exhausted all of the Genesis content, so that then I can put that on hold and wait for him to work through the issues of having the new, the new features in the game.
Yeah,
To get
clear up any
Genesis
bugs or
updated for that.
anything.
Yeah. In the meantime, I'll be able to play the new content in Starfield with the with my usual cadre of mods to make it a little smoother.
Gotcha. How difficult was installing Genesis? Was it pretty smooth or?
It's pretty smooth. It's also a Wabbajack.
Okay.
And those work really, really well. I've never had any problem with the Vortex mod collections loading. But the Wabbajack loader definitely is very smooth and easy to use.
Yeah, because you had talked about Septimus last time. I went to go load that up, but I tried just doing it on a separate profile, but that just wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
So I would have had to do the whole fresh install. And while I was in the middle of that, I was like kind of burned out. So I hopped back into, played a bunch of the Hitman games again.
Oh, okay.
That I had on Steam, because I own them on Steam forever.
Sure, right. Yeah.
Or however long forever is in the digital world, and whatever company
as long as Steam's
allow
around
it to be there. Yeah, exactly. So I went back and actually played a couple of the old Hitman games on Steam, and I tried the game Victor had mentioned a while back, Cairn, the mountain climbing game.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty interesting, where you have to like actually move all the separate limbs and stuff. It was pretty technical, but it was pretty fun. I probably played about 10 hours of that, but it was just something I hopped into to give a try. But and then I got like bogged down in Minecraft for a long time. I was just in one of those spaces where I just was just building. And then Sherry in the Discord and I were going back and forth and talking, and she started playing a hardcore world. And I was like, "Ooh, that sounds interesting." So I kind of hopped in and started playing hardcore worlds, where it's basically you go until you die, and then you can't play anymore. So
permadeath mode.
Yeah, basically a permadeath. Yeah, it's a hardcore setting on the game. So once you're done, you're done. You can go fly through the world after that. So like if you can see it again. But everything, you're dead once you're dead. And so the first one I was going for a long time, and then I died like some random way, and I was like, that sucks. I just built all this stuff and now I'm dead. So I did that for a bit and then kind of hopped back in, and then recently just reloaded, went back into Skyrim, did a fresh install and reloaded Gate to Sovngarde, and started an Argonian character who's a alchemy merchant. I did the live another life where you start as a merchant. I think I picked Cyrodiil, so you're actually on the border by the Pal Pass there with the was that Bruma add-on. So I started all the way up there, and with Gate to Sovngarde, one of the, I don't know, I forget what mod it is, but where you have to like, your HUD isn't even there, like you don't see what direction you're going, and like map markers and stuff. You kind of have to learn it as you go, like acquire the skills for all that stuff. So I was like, oh, where the hell is the Pale? I had to remember in my brain where on the map Pale Pass was, and thankfully I did. But and I was like, where am I going? And what am I going to do? So I was really early on that. So I picked, and then there's, I don't know. I got to look up and see what mods these were to cause. But there's like, you can pick attributes. So I selected one where it was, if you don't pray to any Aedra or Daedra, you get a bump up in one of your skills. So you can never use any of the shrines or anything like that. So I thought that was good. I was going to use that. I did one for alchemy where your poisons last a few more hits, but Like you have less resistance to some other stuff, the typical trade-offs.
Right.
And something else. Might have been like an archery thing or something like that. But I picked those three. They balanced nicely, and I went past Helgen and I went inside, but you have to actually literally kick it off. So nothing. It doesn't matter. The town is there. So it's basically like if you do the alternate viewpoint. Have you ever done the alternate viewpoint start where you're in the inn?
The one in Helgen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can watch. It's like the town is basically as it exists then.
Right.
So you can go to all the places that are there, the inn, et cetera, et cetera.
Before the dragon attack.
Yeah, you actually have to. I think you have to go sleep with whatever mod Sovngarde uses. You have to go sleep at the inn basically, and then when you go wake up the next morning, that's when it triggers.
All hell's breaking loose.
Yeah, the carriage is coming into town. It's taking everybody to the whole thing, et cetera, et cetera.
You go stand out on the porch and lean on the railing and watch the beheading.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not in there this time. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where you find out that you're, that the default character for the wagon ride is a Khajiit.
Oh yes, that's right. It is. Yeah.
So it's I had seen something about that, well before I ever played the mod. But how do you know? You can't really tell. You can't see anything.
Yeah. There's nothing you can see. Yeah, you're in first person that whole time. So yeah.
But the first time you play this, you actually see the Khajiit sitting there in the wagon.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I did the alternate viewpoint one time. That was fun, like mod to do. But like this one where you kick it off and all, it is pretty interesting. But I'm gonna head into. I picked like a backstory where I'm looking to save up money to buy a homestead or a home. So that's kind of my first goal in the game, is to get enough money to do that. That's like a quest that's set up for the character ready to go. So that's kind of where I'm heading to it. But I wanted to hop back in. I'm gonna be traveling, so I wanted something stable and that I could hop into for like a couple hours and or an hour or two if I have a little bit of time. Well, Connor's in a shower for God knows how long while we're waiting to go out, traveling with teenagers.
Always entertaining.
Yes, very much so. So yeah, I want something I could just pop on and like not have to like remember where am I, what am I doing, and all that. Like with Skyrim, you can hop in pretty easy and know what's going on. But we did have some feedback randomly. We actually had a review on Apple Podcasts, which I appreciate. It was 4 months ago, but that's relatively recent in our terms. So
yeah, in our terms.
So it's from A Tapioca. Been listening to the podcast since backlog for a bit now. It's perfect for scratching a Skyrim itch at work. Quick suggestion for a future episode: why not try tackling the classic classes and birth signs mod if you haven't done so already? Would love to hear your thoughts on it. And you said you thought it was in one of the mod packs you had used, right?
Yeah, and I've had it loaded before in just the in my regular mod assembly because it's handy for really building a focused character.
Yes, definitely.
So if you've got a real story that you want to live through, you can use that to really put together something solid.
Really guide you and keep you more on the rails of a path, and give you the skills to for that specific character. Kind of like Oblivion used to be before not the remaster. When the remaster is kind of like that too, but you can kind of float through it. But where you have like an actual type of character versus and
they do a good job of really adding adding good touches to to the class abilities, so that they're very specific for a type of character. So yeah, I do like playing with that, with that mod.
Yeah, for role playing, that's like amazing, and that's what I've been. I think when I do like Legacy of the Dragonborn playthrough, actually, I think the last thing I did was a Legacy of the Dragonborn playthrough with immersive and pure. Now, I think that's kind of why I burned out, because I was like, I had like almost filled the complete museum,
Yeah.
and built the what's the what do you build
not the
with all?
observatory.
Oh, the observatory.
There you go.
I built most of the observatory, which takes forever in a day because you got to get so much Dwemer stuff. So that's where I think I had burned myself out, was doing that, quite frankly. But I do love doing Legacy every so often, and like really diving into the whole museum aspect and like collecting. And so that was fun.
Yeah.
But that tends to make you go in every direction versus, even if you have a good like role playing going, just the nature of filling the museum, you kind of have to do everything.
Right. Yeah, you have to go through all the different quest lines. You have to go through the mages.
Yeah.
You have to go through the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, and and if you're if you're trying to role play a good character, you're not supposed to do the Thieves Guild or the Dark Brotherhood.
And you have to craft. If you don't do any kind of crafting, like especially smithing, like you're going to be there forever in a day. Also, you just, and you need to be able to just do that stuff just to make it more feasible to get, items in the museum.
Yeah. Yeah, because some of especially like the old Nordic stuff.
Yeah.
It's, it's hard to find all those weapons and everything.
Yeah, there's not a lot of drops of those,
No.
You only come across so many of them. So it's like, unless you can craft them, you're going to be like trolling dungeons over and over and over and over again.
Spend your entire life on Solstein,
Yeah, just looking for ancient Nordic gear.
But
we had we had an email from Nick. Many thanks. Ahoy, 55-year-old Daggerfall player, freshly hooked on Skyrim after all that time. Got a PS4 for Christmas 2025. What a strange Methuselah moment it is, and yet so familiar. Started January 2nd, 2026, and haven't missed too many nights. Pure vanilla, but your podcast has me looking to try adding mods for all the fun things you guys discuss. It's helped me out a lot with places to go and items to loot, upgrade, and enchant. I'm level 53 and running around playing the game. Somehow I've leveled my enchanting to 100, and it's by far my highest skill. That happens like pretty naturally. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, if you start doing it at all, it really you get it up quick.
Yeah. Thanks for all your work putting the podcast out. Your information is very helpful, and thanks again for keep up the good fights. That's Nick, so I appreciate that. That was not that long ago. It was the end of February.
Oh, hey, that was just like last week.
That's like last week. And yeah, time goes really fast. So to me, that feels like last week. But yeah, no, I know the modding on PS4 is lighter than even Xbox has a higher what?
Oh,
storage
the
ability.
Storage, yeah.
I think I forget what the differences are. The mod limit. That's what I was trying to think of. So, but there's still like some real fun stuff you can.
Oh yeah.
You can do
well,
with it,
and the thing on PlayStation 2, if I remember right, is that the modders can't add any assets.
That's what it is. Yes, there's
everything has to be done with pre-existing in-game assets.
Yes, I mean, if worse comes to worse, you can go to the creations and go that route. I know there are still new things popping up in there, and generally they're kind of like, a lot of times they're reworks of things that previously existed, or like amalgamations of multiple mods or things like that. But there are some larger like DLC size stuff and things like that in there too. So that's always a route you can go, where there is no, I don't think there is a limit on those. So size limit as far as anything. And they can obviously add assets and stuff like that too, because they're official, but so that's always an option. We also had Dave, if you remember, if you've been a listener for a long time, if you remember the McBeta stories from back in the day, that was Dave. Let's see. It's been a long time since he's been in touch, but he's still playing Skyrim along with No Man's Sky and the Oblivion remaster. He said to let you know that he follows the BBC ISS.
Nice.
Butcher Baker,
Thank you.
Finger in space. Waiting impatiently on the next chapter, which deals with the bloody awkward cleaning up a planet by truck and not in space.
Yeah.
He's reached the new purple systems and loves the giant and water planets. And you need to tell Petragoya to stop baiting Baker, as he's really too sensitive a soul.
Yeah, it's that's the most fun part about doing that show is, those two, they're like brother and sister.
Yeah.
And it's just so easy to kind of, just flick something in, but
kick it off.
Start going back and forth. And then, yeah, it's a lot of fun. We have our latest episode has been edited. Now I just have to get it ready for publish, which, should be the next couple of days. So there will be a new episode that covers the fun of the new galactic trash collectors.
Oh, nice. Well, this should drop on April 1st. Because I'm not dragging this laptop with me on vacation because I'm bringing my gaming one with me. So this is coming out. This is getting edited in the morning.
Gotcha.
So it will literally be time related. It'll work out well.
I should probably try to get that one published on April 1st as well. It's just such an internet thing to do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Recently started playing Fallout 4 again and still find it difficult, unlike Skyrim and Skyrim SE. Also still walking through worlds in ESO, but not as a paying customer. And yeah, so just give regards to everybody, all the Skyrim addicts, and keep Skyriming. But yeah, great to hear from Dave again.
Yeah.
Been a while, but
yeah, because that was like 2016, 2017.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's oh my god, yeah, I think you're right. Actually, it's been a while. It's probably been 4 or 5 years.
But those are such good stories. Go,
really.
If you haven't gone back and listened to the old episodes of Skyrim Addict, definitely go find those and listen to them, because those were great stories.
Yeah, especially if you're like into the role playing aspect and the slow gameplay and like the story aspect of the game. Like those were fantastic for that. You know what I mean? Like really in-depth stories, multiple characters all tied in together, really great with that. So yeah, it was good to hear from him again. I'll actually have to reply to that email before I forget. But yeah, no, if anybody else has anything, please feel free to send it in, SkyrimAddictPodcast@gmail.com. We will eventually get to it. I do check the email every so often. I know our recording schedule is pretty erratic. I think we're on the Tales of Tamriel schedule at this point. Those guys over there are the same way. But yeah, we get to it when we can. Sometimes life gets busy or difficult or whatever.
Trying to get retired people, on any kind of a schedule is not easy.
It is not easy. Not easy. And I was away like a ton for because my other addiction is running really far. So I was away for like races and stuff like that. I was out in Marin for a week. I was, down
nice.
in Jacksonville. I was in places where it wasn't cold to
Yeah.
go outside.
That's the best thing about running marathons is they're almost always scheduled someplace that's not cold,
Pretty nice. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and usually not too hot either.
Yeah, no, the weather was pretty good both places. Marin, I got there right before the heat wave started in California,
Hmm.
so that was nice. But up that way, it wasn't super hot anyway, right on the
Yeah,
coast.
no, they're around the coast is,
Yeah.
they've got that Pacific air conditioner.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I got up to like 80 that day, but it was beautiful. The headlands there are just gorgeous. But and then some random soccer field in Jacksonville, which was not as scenic, but it was 75 degrees out, so I'm not going to complain.
There you go.
But yeah, so I got that Argonian going. I did re-download Fallout 4, but you had said that the modding was messed up on that, right? Is that still
I would imagine they probably have that fixed by now.
okay?
Yeah. I got a little grumpy old man on them.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, yeah. It's like
And so it was, I still haven't been back. I know there are people that are playing it pretty regularly. So,
it must be functional at this
yeah.
point. Yeah, because I
And
remember when that happened and it was like pretty bad.
yeah, it definitely, they stepped on it on that one. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they've got that all worked out now. But my Fallout 4 play is all Fallout London at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That I That's one I really wanna give a go, and that'll have to be wait till I get back so I can, like, actually sit down and load it in properly. But between that and Genesis, those are both very tempting to hop back into those
yeah,
games, and
Genesis is definitely worth, getting loaded up. Um, you know, Starfield has a lot going for it, and the modders for Genesis do a really good job of taking all the best of
parts,
Starfield
yeah.
and working their stuff into it. So it it's definitely a lot of fun. They probably the most noticeable thing for me, and actually I kind of don't like it, but all of their skills are unlocked. So you
Ah,
don't have to, you know, you don't have to qualify for the next level of a skill. You just have to earn the skill points.
okay, and then can unlock it
Yeah.
or get it
So
automatically
like if
unlocks or
you're,
whatever.
for piloting, you don't have to, destroy 5 ships and then destroy 10 ships and then destroy 15 ships and
Oh,
then
yeah.
30 ships, to get your levels. So I my fandom of Star Wars ended, after the 3rd movie,
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that I saw on original release.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, um, and so, there's a lot of stuff that, especially like the Mandalorian stuff that
Is in there.
really
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
goes over my head.
Yeah.
But based on, I talk about it every week on the Fallout feed with Andrew, and he's a big Star Wars fan.
He's big. Yeah, yeah.
And so, he confirms all the stuff that they're doing is definitely good.
It's legit.
And sticks with lore. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of like original trilogy knowledge. I have vague knowledge of the rest of it. I do love Andor, I will say. That was a fantastic show, but I'm guessing not a lot of that in Genesis, but
Hmm.
that's more tied to the original trilogy anyway. That's kind of the in-between time before they got the Death Star plans. So, or it's actually probably pre-original trilogy, I guess, because before they got the plans to the Death Star. So, yeah. So I do have some vague knowledge of the recent stuff.
But even just as a game, it's a lot of fun. And you can be a Jedi
Oh,
and run around with a lightsaber, and it's it's still a work in progress for them. But it's a very strong way to play.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I can run around just blocking with my lightsaber, and everybody kills themselves by shooting at me.
Oh, because it
Because you
deflects
deflect.
everything back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God,
So, but
that's pretty cool.
yeah, it definitely good.
Any? You said did that? So how was the new No Man's Sky update? Is that the latest one? The clean up the
Yeah,
planet.
it was a fun expedition. It was a little bit tedious because you never leave the planet. So it all happens on one planet, which has never happened before.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Because everything is just driving around. But they made it the bumpiest planet possible because as you go over these hills, the stuff in the back of your truck bounces around.
Oh God.
And if it bounces around too much, it can explode. If you go over too big of a bump, stuff will
Oh, so you
fly
got to
out.
be actually, yeah, like aware of everything.
Yeah,
And
so you have to be very deliberate and careful about how you go over the hills and valleys. But after after that's done, then it's just that you've got new and cool features that you can add to your exocraft in your regular game, and makes them more powerful and more usable. They had kind of gotten obsoleted with the Corvette ships.
oh, the
And
Corvettes. Yeah.
yeah, because those you don't have to land them. You can hover and get up and scan the planet, and then fly wherever it is that you want to go, and then hop out, and and so there wasn't really much use for exocraft to travel around, and so this added some functionality to them and made them a little more interesting, and so that's been fun.
Are you guys are in the Roundtable still, right?
Yeah,
On Fallout?
New Vegas.
The New Vegas one. Yeah, yeah. Oh, did you finish up the second season of the show?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't reviewed it,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, that's we still have to get on that.
Yeah, I enjoyed the second season.
Yeah,
I did hear from some people who didn't play the game that they didn't enjoy it as much. And I wonder if um like having New Vegas experience helps with enjoying this season.
yeah. I don't know. It
I mean, I enjoyed it, but I can't say that it did or didn't because I played it. So,
yeah.
so I can't
Well,
like take myself out of that.
yeah, and the thing is that it definitely felt less. I mean, it felt more like it was the middle act of a play.
Yes.
You didn't really feel like there was a start, and you didn't really feel like there was an ending.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It just
Yeah.
kind of, we knew, from the end of the first season that we were going to be going to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And when the second season ends, it's not done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's always tough. Like, like whatever, like Dune 2 or, the Two Towers even. You have to manufacture endings in those stories, even though they're the middle story of those things. So I guess it's a similar thing where they, because they didn't complete it. You got a little bit with the stuff that happened in the camps and stuff like that outside of New Vegas that I guess is going to come into play with everything. But yeah.
Yeah. but it was still really well done. A lot of great humor in it.
Yes.
I think even more than the first one. The first one
I
had a
agree.
lot of vault humor, but this one had just a lot of world humor.
It did. Yeah. I think it captured the spirit of New Vegas really well, and the
Yeah.
games in general really well with the humor and stuff. Yeah, I was just looking through the mod list of Gate to Sovngarde, and there's like things like seasonal alchemy and stuff like that. I was trying to find what it uses for like the character, not the character creation, but like the skills and stuff like that. It's hard to, when you're trying to scroll through like 1900
thousands
mods,
of mods. Yeah.
It's like, I broke it down into categories, but it's like, it's so impossible to go through. But anyway, maybe I'll look through that for next time. God. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to hop back in, and I haven't played an Argonian in a long, long time. So, I think I'm going to go underwater a lot too, because, you may as well if you're an Argonian. I don't know if I think this might have survival. I have to see if survival is turned on it.
Oof.
If it's
If it
an
is,
automatic.
you're in trouble because
Yeah, it's
Argonians
gonna be
have
cold,
penalties.
really. Yeah. That I got to double check. I don't know if that's something I had to.
Yeah, I think Argonians are the only ones that have only negative aspects in survival mode.
I got to look if that's a default, and then I don't think it's the vanilla survival. I think it might be like whatchamacallit, what was the one that's been around
like
forever?
iNeeds or something like that.
Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah, or it does something to adjust the. I have to look and see. I forget. I thought it was a default for some reason, or maybe I turned it on, but I need to double check that. You're right, because the Argonian is rough when it comes to that, because it's like impossible to get warm anywhere.
Yeah. But especially, as soon as you jump in the water, you're going to be hurting.
It's over. Yeah. None of the water is warm except for those springs in in the rift area there. So that's the only warm water in the whole game. So.
Yeah. Well, and the only, all of the water that's deep enough to swim in is ice cold. So
Yeah. I think you can bathe in water that is partially like up your legs. So if I have to bathe, I think I can go to the spring. I have to travel to the springs to bathe, basically.
Yeah, that mod always gets me in trouble, because I always forget to bathe, and so I'll go and why am I only making like $5 for this great sword?
I smell. The last time I played it, I think I set it so that swimming was the same as bathing. And I had a house in Rift. I had that house in Riften, was at Honeyside. So I just go out the back door, jump in, dive off the porch into the lake, swim really quick, and then run back inside. So I wouldn't get cold because I was right there, and it was just a quick swim, and it cleaned you off. Because otherwise you got to like make soap or buy soap and like actually clean yourself regularly. And I'm like, oh, it just got a little too tedious after a while. I can see wanting like as a role-playing feature, that's pretty great. But like if you're not totally sunk in on that, it's like, oh man.
Yeah.
And to make the soap, you had to get troll fat.
Oh.
And they don't sell a lot of it.
Right.
Like there's not a lot of it at the shops.
Yeah, when you're first starting out, you're really not going to be able to kill a lot of trolls.
You can sometimes buy some soap somewhere, but yeah, it was a pain. So that's why I switched it to essentially swimming was as good as bathing. So I would just go for a swim every so often, and it was good to go. It worked out well. So yeah, I do have to check that. That's a good, now that you mentioned it, because I literally just started. So speaking of Victor might hop in. Victor's here.
Yeah. How you guys doing? Let's see. There we go.
Yes, the stupid default camera off. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
We were talking about bathing in Skyrim, but
Oh. Yeah. I've used a mod for that once or twice, but
yes, that we were just talking about that one. I had set it to because I started an Argonian character using the Gates Sovngarde mod pack again. And I couldn't remember, and I literally just started. I've only played a few minutes, so I don't remember if the survival is automatically turned on with it. And then Ray reminded me how terrible Argonians are in survival because they get cold like incredibly fast in every place you go, even if it's warm. So there's no real great attributes for them. So I got to double check that and make sure before I have or I just start a different character because I'm literally like 10 minutes in. So
there you go.
That.
Yeah.
Not a lot of loss.
I don't have anything invested. And also, I'm going to just stop the character at some point anyway. So what's the difference? It's not like...
I'm still plugging away with my Legacy of the Dragonborn guy, but
really?
Well, yeah, I stopped him and moved on to Fallout 4 for a little while. I was enjoying some Fallout 4 with a little bit of mods. And then we decided to start another Valheim server, and I just dove right into that. And
nice.
All kinds of shit happened. And so,
yeah.
We've been playing on the Valheim server a lot, and they're all playing Stardew Valley. that's their that's their
nice.
their gig. Yeah. Sean and Regina and Kate and Joanna and they just all hang out in Stardew Valley. So I'm gonna go join them. Kate's going to take me to Stardew Valley and show me the way so that I can join them for a little bit. So.
Yep, there is specific ways to do things in Stardew. It's an interesting. I really like Stardew. I haven't played it in a little bit, probably a few years, but it's very interesting. The townspeople are very interesting. It's really well done, and for one person to have put it together, it's really
amazing.
Well done. Yeah. Just a really well done game. Really interesting little stories that you come across. The whole farming aspect and all that. But it's a really fun one.
Yeah. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm not into the pixel art stuff, but it's fine. So
because that definitely is that.
Yeah.
Has Valheim been updated? Is there anything?
There have been several. Actually, yes, it has. They haven't, and probably won't release the Deep North until they release the 1.0. In fact, I think that's the plan. 1.0 will include the last biome.
Gotcha.
And there's no end of speculation, but it basically what it amounts to is maybe this year. And I suspect, based on the track record of that dev and the guy who runs the company, that it will come when it comes. There's no.
Yeah, when it gets here, it gets here. Yeah.
But they have released several interesting updates. I forget what the last one was called. It had some name, some silly name, Shock and Awe or some bullshit like that. But anyway, it was a complete redo of. Actually, that's not quite accurate, but it was a major update to combat and weapons and various other things. Added some new creatures. Added a bear to the Black Forest biome, which is the second tier biome. So,
it was
so now there's trolls and gray dwarves and bears. Oh my! And it was pretty good. So my first encounter with bears didn't go very well. But then they've given the bears, I wouldn't dignify it with the word AI, but whatever is governing the bears is reasonably accurate in terms of bear behavior. They're very territorial, but they also are very private animals. So they don't attack unless you bother them. And that's basically how these bears act. You can walk run right into a bear and it'll aggro a little bit and maybe chase after you for a few feet. But if you run away, it'll stay. Unlike the trolls and other things that
Yeah, they'll
chase
keep
you
going
until
after
you're
you.
dead
Yeah.
or until you. Anyway, so there's bears and some other new animals. It's a pretty cool update. There's lots of cool new weapons and some cool new building elements and some whimsical things. It's just such a fun game. So, and it's a great pastime, So yeah. So there's been enough updates to keep it interesting, I guess.
That's
the
cool.
answer to that question. Long-winded answer.
Speaking of bears, I heard a bear while I was out on the AT the other day.
Oh wow!
The scratching,
Where were you on the AT?
In the Jersey area, in Jersey section.
It's a beautiful section
by the water gap. Yeah, that's a brutal section though.
Yeah, a lot of up and down, Kittatinny Ridge and stuff. Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, very rocky, very technically rocky. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're running. Yeah.
I was not because it was too technical.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. There's a marathon up here.
Oh yeah, the one at
Poughkeepsie
Bridge.
Oh no, that's a trail run, but there's a marathon that does the bridge across the Hudson, the old railroad bridge. Yeah, yep. I don't know if that was last weekend or this coming weekend or something. Yeah. No, Breakneck has been closed this year because they're rebuilding the trail.
Oh, there was that flood you guys had, right?
Well, there was the flood that was down in Harriman that wrecked a bunch of stuff, but there's so much erosion. Anyway, it's not game related, but yeah. There's lots of reconstruction of trails is needed around here.
Yeah,
it's just overuse. So that's what's happening in Breakneck.
That'll do it. Let's see. I don't think I've been playing anything else. I said the Hitmans and stuff like that.
Yeah, I played Dead Island 2 because one of my other grandsons, Oliver, has been playing that. So we were comparing notes on that, and then he decided to try Skyrim. So, what else have I played? Nothing much. Played a bunch of, just sipped on a few games, but nothing. Dispatch was actually pretty good. That was fun. I didn't go very far with it, but it's a fun game. Sort of Telltale-esque.
You mentioned Cairn, right? Or did somebody else mention that to me? It's a mountain climbing game.
No, I haven't tried it.
Oh, you know what? It must have been another friend that mentioned it to me then. So you might like it. It's interesting. It's pretty technical where you have to actually learn to rock climb.
Oh, wow.
And then you keep going along to different mountains and stuff and have to do different peaks and things like that. But you are moving each limb separately.
Oh, God.
Yeah. 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 As you can imagine. Yeah.
That might be interesting. Yeah. Did you ever come across something called QWOP?
No.
It's basically a running simulator where you have to do exactly that.
Where you have to like actually move your limbs. Oh,
yeah, it's incredible. It's just hysterical really and infuriating at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't. Yeah. I had a hard time getting out of the rock climbing gym. Let's put it that way. Like it was hard to like. Okay, you're moving this arm, then this one, and then like it's very much like rock climbing where you have to, get to each spot and all that. And I'm like. And it's not like you like clip into it or whatever, like or lock into these spots. You have to like move everything to where it has to be. It's pretty. I thought you had mentioned it, but no, I think it was somebody in a Discord I was talking to had mentioned it a little bit ago. It was, but I tried it for a few hours. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
but, it's definitely could be very frustrating also as well.
Yeah, I can imagine,
and kind of mind bending, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything else. Anybody else got anything? Anything coming up on Space or Fallout feed?
No, we still have a long way to go on the
New Vegas,
Roundtable, because we're also doing all the DLCs. So we've completed Honest Hearts and the Big MT. So we've got a little bit of faction quests coming up, and then we'll go to Dead Money.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got this one definitely. So we started towards the end of November, and we'll wrap it up June 19th.
Wow, that's a long run.
Yeah, so that was we figured, we'd stretch this one out.
Nice.
And we've definitely done that. So
it worked out with the season of the show too.
Yeah. We were playing this while the show was on. So
yeah, it was a great season of that too.
But it looks like we're actually going to do Lonesome Road before we do Dead Money.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing them completely out of order.
Yeah.
Because it came out Dead Money, then Old World Blues, which is the big MT. Mm-hmm. Then Honest Hearts and Lonesome Road.
Gotcha.
So, because Lonesome Road is kind of the end of the story.
Yes. Yeah.
So
that's the secondary end, right? Because
it's the one where you meet the guy that stuck you with the chip.
Yeah.
So you got shot in the head and he didn't.
Because that was after originally it just ended, right? And then, or was that? I think, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
No, it definitely. When you finished that the big battle. It was the end of the game. So,
all right. Well, we had some emails this time, so if you want to email in, SkyrimAddictPodcast@gmail.com. Appreciate it, and it was good to hear from everybody who emailed in. So, we will talk to you hopefully when are we in April? Maybe in May.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I promise not to skip any months or try.
Well, except April, so.
Except April. Well, no, because it's releasing April 1st.
April 1st. Okay, so technically.
Look at that. Technically, it's in April. Even though we're in March still, this is April. So,
yeah. That sounds good.
Thanks, everybody, for listening, and we'll be back next time.
Good night.
Take care.